Today is 6/9/24. We have a 2006 Corolla. We're doing the alternator, and we got the serpentine belt out, all these connectors. So here's a hint on this connector. You just hold this here, push forward, meaning that way, and once it comes that way, it'll pop, and then you go this way, and then pull back, and then you can expose the 10 millimeter. You get yourself the 10 millimeter out. That's done. And then this circle one. Was this a little tab here, Tony?
Yeah, it's the very bottom right here.
The very bottom. So just that one's intuitive.
This one right here, and the big one.
So the one that wasn't intuitive, get me that snap-on screwdriver.
Snap-on screwdriver?
The red one. The one you just.
Oh.
Right? So basically, it just. I think it sits like this.
Yeah.
So you turn it vertical. Okay, come in. No, come in this way. Yep. On this side, and push it to the right that way, and then it comes up, and then that's probably like an 8 millimeter down there.
Down here.
Yeah. I don't think you need to do anything with an 8 millimeter. Oh yeah, you need to transfer that bracket to the, because the new alternator doesn't have it. The new alternator doesn't have that right there. And then there's just three things. 1, 2, 3, and the electrical connector. That's simple. 4. So 3 wires and 1 clip. And so this thing's ready to go. And so you just have this top bolt and a bottom bolt, and that comes out. But now the serpentine belt. So the serpentine belt looks like you need this tool, and basically when you're ready, you pull towards you like that, as he's doing, towards you to the front of the car, and then the slack will come out, so you can take out the serpentine belt. Make sure you have a new serpentine belt ready, or if you shine the light on your job before you do it, you will see if the serpentine belt's cracked or not. And then once that happens, and you can get a printout at O'Reilly's if you want, or anywhere, and it'll show you the way this is ran. But pretty much the belt's on the right side on this side, and it circles the right side on that side. Looks like that. So this will be my crankshaft. That's the biggest item there. So when I say the belt loops around right side, that means it's the alternator, it's the AC. And then you have like some item back here. But these two are the idler pulleys, and these things basically, it loops, the belt goes towards each other. And then and so when you're turning something, you're probably turning either this guy or this guy and pulling it towards you to the right. That's why it makes slack for this thing to come out. All right, so let's look at the alternator itself. So can you turn to the alternator and get me the part number of this alternator? So is this remanufactured or rebuilt, or what is this?
Remanufactured.
Oh, how much is it?
$189.
$189. So he's getting a R1111, that's 4 ones, 29A, remanufactured. So it comes with lifetime warranty. And then for the serpentine belt, which we're going to return, it's a K060739.
$29.99.
Oh, $29.99. So it's 20 millimeter by 1893 millimeters. Can you lift up this alternator for me out of the box? I want to see if there's a sticker that says 11129A on it somewhere. How do we know this alternator belongs to this? We don't. So we just have these numbers. We have 224051110, and that's somehow.
Maybe a sticker's missing.
Yes, that's somehow related to that. So let's bring that alternator over here and eyeball it and make sure it looks the same. So that bracket's there, that nut's here, that looks correct. The connector looks the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oval shape, everything looks good. So yeah, and the only other thing is maybe there's some kind of shim thing back here. When you compress it, this thing probably could pop out to make this gap, so we'll have to be careful.
It's flush.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So it means it's gonna fit. All right, so this is the before we take the alternator out video, and then we'll have one. Oh, and then just FYI, before I even touch this car, we made a video and it was charging at 12.3, and as my friend at the gas, it was going up to 13. So there's something called like a diode trio in there, which is like diodes, and probably one of them, the rectifiers, are bad. And in the old world, we rebuilt alternators, but the new world, we just replaced. And so also the owner of the car in the morning couldn't start the car because I think the battery's draining. Also, the day before, it just made a noise, whoop sound. And so I thought it was an alternator noise, but as I open it up and I spin it, I can't even feel that it's bad. Maybe it's like internally bad, but ultimately, if you had this noise and you hear it, you put in the 19 millimeter, take out the serpentine belt, excuse me, and theoretically when you run the motor now, the noise should be gone because it's not connected to the alternator if it was to be the alternator. So that's the story. All right, let's move on and get out this alternator and put in the new one.